Welcome to my YouTube channel. Kindly like, comment, subscribe and share our videos. A man who lost his wife during childbirth has died, leaving behind two young children now orphaned. Ezra Babayao Obiero became a widower during 3 years ago when his wife suffered complications during childbirth and did not survive. Friends say the father of has struggled deeply with grief and loneliness in the years since the tragedy. Kisii County is mourning the loss of Ezra Babaya Obiero, a young father whose life story had once been marked by love, faith, and devotion to the family before taking a heartbreaking turn. Those who knew him describe him as a warm, committed man whose world revolved around his wife and their two young children. A family member told the media that the widower died in Nairobi after struggling with blood cancer, contrary to social media reports that he was depressed. And I quote, "He started feeling unwell in November 2025 and has been receiving treatment at the hospital until his demise," the relatives said. End of quote. Ezra met his wife Helen when they were both fresh from school, full of hopes and dreams, and navigating early adulthood together. Their bond grew quickly, and in 2018 they exchanged vows in a joyful wedding ceremony that marked the beginning of a journey rooted in faith. In 2020, the couple welcomed their first child, whom they named Sifa, a reflection of their deep spirituality as active members of the Adventist Church. The young family became a familiar sight in church activities, their toddler often accompanying them to the choir rehearsals as they served in ministry together. 2 years later, the couple prepared excitedly the arrival of their second child, but in April 2023, tragedy struck. Ezra's wife suffered complications during childbirth and did not survive. Their newborn lived, but Ezra returned home from the hospital with a baby in his arms and an empty seat beside him. Her death at just 28 years old left the young family shattered. Single father to two children under 3, a role he embraced with determination, even as grief weighed heavily on him. Several people close to him said he repeatedly expressed that he was not coping, and despite their efforts to support him, the weight of his grief was unmistakable. This week, nearly 3 years after his wife's passing, Ezra himself died of cancer just after he received the heartbreaking diagnosis. His family and community are now grappling with a second devastating loss and the future of his two young children, now left without both parents. Local church members, friends, and neighbors have come together in mourning, remembering Ezra not for his final struggles, but for the love he carried for his family, dedication he showed in his early years as a husband and father. Many have expressed shock and sorrow, noting that his grief has been visible for years, yet the depth of his pain may not have been fully understood. As the community gathers to support the children and extended family, one question lingers painfully: what happens next for the little ones left behind? Their future now rests in the hands of relatives and a community determined to stand by them. Ezra and his wife leave behind a story of love, faith, and heartbreak. May they both rest in peace. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share our videos. Until the next video, bye bye for now.